nuts, 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 nuts. Nuts, 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 nuts,
Well, first intern checked in. Time to lock another casualty. Success story.
Good morning, fam. We're going to go ahead and get started here in just a second. So good to see everybody here. Mossflower, good morning. Sis, good morning. Good to see you both. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. Let me get myself up on camera here first off. Moved a couple buttons around, fam, so it's going to take me a second. Fam, it is good to see you. Welcome in. Kira, good morning. Alfie, good morning. It is good to see you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me turn the music down on my headphones a little bit so I don't feel like I'm shouting so much. It's still morning, but it's already been a day. I actually, my morning was all in game dev today. I actually got the Quiet Village done. Kira and Elfie know this already, fam. But I got the Quiet Village done today. I got all the mechanics and everything programmed in, basically. Now, what's going to happen is after we do go through this whole process, we're going to do a beautification sweep where we go through, make the maps look a little bit nicer, change the visuals up a little bit, get things really settled in, of course, before we do the first release on this. But I'm really... knock on Formica here. I'm really happy with how this is going so far. I've been able to make a lot of progress in terms of what we've been able to get in the map, what we've been able to get done, and this process of doing the visuals with you all on stream and doing like the map building, things like that, focusing on that and not worrying about all of the events and programming there and then doing that off camera is perfect. It's a heck of a lot more interesting to see the visual stuff. Then watch me try to type a bunch of text in as I keep talking about. But it also solves the problem of giving away surprises on stream. We don't have to do that anymore. So, Kira, what made your morning a day? And Elfie, what made your day yellow? Fam, it was such a good day, by the way. I got another push out back to the team of the game again. So, all right. So, fam, what we're going to do, Elfie shrugs. Okay. I'm good with yellow, by the way. Yellow's a fun color. It's one of the colors that makes up green. It makes it even better. All right. So, fam, let me go ahead. I'm going to jump right out to our game screen here real quick, and I'll start to show you a little bit of where we're at. Where we left off last week, we had, and it's going to take me a couple seconds to shift gears here, fam, because I've been working on Quiet Village all morning and working on finishing that up. But what we were doing here, let me get my mouse on the right computer here, too, so I can show you what's going on. What we did was we programmed in the water already. So if you step in the water, you get all kinds of funny messages there. We set up some basics. This is going to be Pluck's bedroom. That's why there's a pot in the middle of it, because that's what Pluck sleeps in. I keep trying to say Elfie. That's not right. That's what Pluck sleeps in. Pluck and Bleep are based on Elfie, fam. So I'm going to interchangeably use those words several times. Once we get into the snow and we have to rescue Lyra Lusalka, expect me to call out Kira quite a bit, too. I got a random texter today that was nice to me. Oh, so you're feeling random. Oh, that works. It's nice when they're at least nice about it. Was the first message nice, or did you send them a message back and say, wrong number, dude, and they were at least nice about it? You stored their number? In about, as random nice texter, in about 5 days, just send him a message and say, sup. See what they do. Yeah, do a new hope. Yeah, new phone, who dis? Yeah, exactly. All right, let me see here. So what we're going to do is we still need to, okay, so here's what still needs to happen. Okay, we still need to build in, we've got a couple of basics built in for the chateau already. Water in the middle is pretty much set up. Again, we'll do what I call a beautification pass, and we'll really dial this in. I'm mostly concerned about getting the squares, the basic map structure in, and making sure our events are set up. What we've got to do, and I'm considering copying the events over from the beginning of the game, put more shields on the wall, and build in another trapdoor to get down to the basement, and then a door you can just walk back up. Youngest was feeling sick, so took her to urgent care. Found brand new kittens in the parking lot, maybe 2 days old. Umbilical cord still attached. Oh my gosh. No sign of mama. 2 of the kittens had already passed. Hubby said no to keeping them. Another person helping had a mama cat of her own with recent kittens, so she took the 2 remaining. Oh, I got a call from the oldest school because my oldest was feeling sick. And oh my gosh, Kira. So 2 and 2 then. 2 at home sick and 2 new kittens that at least had a place to go. So now I understand what you mean about it being a day. Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, fam, my apologies. Give me 1 second here. Just had to send a quick message back to somebody about a YouTube video. This was critical. And my cat just tried to attack me with my, Weeping Angel pop figure? So, Kira, what is she doing? Is she knocking him down on top of you? Is that what's actually happening, or? That has to be a little disconcerting no matter what. Out of nowhere, you get attacked by a weeping angel? That's, yeah. Did you end up in a different timeline? Just curious. Knocking off the hutch, okay. Gotcha. That's one, I've had cats that knock stuff down. Absolutely, but I've never, like, Arnold never had that. That's one Arnold never did. There's a lot of bad cat habits that Arnold never did. And I don't know if it was just because he was that chill or what it was, but now Baxter, on the other hand, talk about total opposites. Oh, man. I caught it this time. So same timeline. Last time she did it, I messaged my hubby to check what year it was. I was very upset. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, you were very upset it was still 2025. Speaking of typical cats, I've been playing a little, Little Kitty Big City. Was Little Kitty Big City the open world one? A little bit GTA-esque where the cats got shot through the air. This sounds bad, fam, but it's actually really funny and it's really cute. Where the cats get shot through the air in cannons. They can get from one end of the map to the other. No? Okay. All right. Not that game? Okay. All right. There's another one where one of the mechanics, it was an open world. When I played it, it was horrible. Really horrible. That game had no business even really being out yet. Don't get me wrong. It was early access. I played it and said, wow, that needs work, but it needed a lot of work. A lot of work. I don't think it was really ready for release yet, again. But one of the cool mechanics, it was a fun mechanic, is that you could get launched across the map. Didn't hurt the cats, of course. You'd just land on your feet and it was like a fast travel. Elfie, it did. It did. It's a cat that falls off its balcony. Oh, and you adventure through the city to get home. So kind of like Stray. Kind of. You're just trying to get back to where you were, and of course you end up in an area that's completely brand new, but funnier and less sad. Now that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I can't remember what that other game was called. That one we all played together once, and I was like, wow, never again? Oh, it's another black cat? Oh, I might need to check that out. I mean, I have played Stray through completely twice, so you can rescue ducklings. Oh, so you can rescue them, or you can be a interesting. Rick, how are you? It is really good to see you, Rico. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And you can trip people? Oh, I'm in. Now I'm in. Now I'm in. And sis, yeah, definitely needed work was a way to put that, for sure. A little bit, I understand early access a little bit early on the launch with that one, though. That's something I'm going to really, speaking of our own game, I'm going to be extra careful about. Because I don't want to get into that. I want to make sure it's a finished product. It's a finished product that's a start that is going to get continuously improved, but that one, the problem with that one is a lot of stuff wasn't even working. It was just broken. At the time we played it. That's why I'm not calling out the name. I remembered the name of the game. But at the time, I'm not going to do it because it was very early access. And there's a very big possibility, because that was actually a couple years ago now. There's a big possibility they got in there and fixed a lot of that. And straightened a lot of it out. But yeah, it was, when we played it, it actually felt pre-alpha to me when we played it. Workable, but a lot of things, you couldn't complete a lot of quests yet and all that. So yeah, they had a lot of things to figure out for sure. You can eat you eat hot dogs and pant like a dog for a while. They added some new features. Oh, they just added some new features. Oh, but you haven't played it since it came out. Oh, and you get the zoomies too? Is it still on sale? I might go check this out. I feel like I need to check this out. Should see if it's still on sale or not and take a look at it. Take a look at it is the proper words, by the way, because I've got so much going on right now that taking on more games is not on my plate at the moment. Oh, for another 22 hours? Okay. Oh, $15 on sale? That's not bad. And they have a bunch of hats you can buy and wear around too. Well, at some point, we'll check that out. At some point, we'll check that out then. $15 on sale, 25 at full price. Okay. So it's not too bad. The descriptions on the hat are super funny too. Worth the 40% off. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I would say so. All right. So fam, let me jump back out to our game screen here. I've still got to figure out why the tint is off on the one camera a little bit too. I'll figure that out. Oh, what is it? Influencer? Okay.
I got a message from a voice in my brain. Sounded like a broken radio.
I'll take a look at it. There's a lot of games we talk about that I'm like, it would be a lot of fun if we played this. At the same time, I know in my heart that it's another game that would sit there on my hard drive at the moment, looking at me with great disdain. So, I mean, the games that we're in right now, and 76 today is getting a major update. And the building update so far, I actually have done some digging into it. We'll show it off on Friday and test it and see what it's really like. But so far, that is looking really, really good. If nothing else, they did a much better job of updating the UI and organizing where all the assets are. So where all of your different items can be found and all that, and simplified it. No matter what, it's going to be an improvement. But they also...
Subscription confirmed. HR will overlook your crimes. This time.
But they also have lightened up the building restrictions quite a bit, including for sky builders and all that.
First intern checked in. Time to lock another casualty. Success story.
There we go. Cheryl, thank you so much for the resub, love. 59 months. An amazing 59 months. Thank you so much for the continued support, Cheryl. I really appreciate it, and I really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How have you been? How's your Tuesday going so far? Ferret, how are you? Welcome in. Here we go. Okay. So, fam, what we're going to be doing today, what we're going to be working on is we're going to continue to work on the chateau. We've got to figure out how we're going to get everybody down into the basement. And along the lines of the running gags we've been using in the game, I feel that, and I talked about this a little bit earlier in the stream, but I feel like Really the best way to go is we're going to put shields up again on the wall. I'm going to take a look and see what we can add to the wall and see if there's something funny we can put up there and make it almost like a gag lever. But I need to take a look at what's available in the map first and see what we've actually got. Specifically, I'm going to look for, of course, anything that we could hang off the wall. We had shields and banners and all that before. I was just wondering if there's something that could be hanging out on or along. Oh my God, there's a pot with a cheesecloth wrapped around it. I think we're gonna need, when we get into the basement, I think we're gonna need to put a couple of those down there and go, oh look, covered beds. We'll have to make some kind of joke about that. Or a joke about it being a canopy bed. It isn't a super long game, so it doesn't need a lot of your time. Oh, really, Kira? I just saw that comment. I bet okay. And my Tuesday is good so far. Hope you're doing well. I am. So far, doing very well. It does sound cheesy. By the way, if a cracker gets a pimple, does it get a Cheez-It? We'll find, let's see, we'll find something that we can hang from the wall here. Ferret, I did, by the way. Did you not get my response? I have to look and see if I pressed the send button. Hang on. Excuse me one sec, fam. Ferret sent me a song to listen to. Let me see what's going on with this message and why now will Discord not. It never sent. Ferret, it just sent now. I have more, there's more to the message than that, by the way, than what I sent over. But I wanted to let you know I had at least listened to it. Unfortunately, we can't play it on stream, but I added it to my personal playlist so I can enjoy it offline. You taught me something with that, by the way. You taught me a new trick with that. Absolutely. Let me just make sure that the message completely went through. Fam, the trick that I learned from Ferret, by the way, Ferret did something I've never tried before and I've never seen before. Using different modals for different parts of the song, and it worked. In her style prop, she put use Mixolydian for verses, and I can't remember which other modal for the choruses, but Suno did it. So if you want to mix that up a bit, if there's a song you're doing where you need that mix, and we'll play around with that a bit. Fam, I'm going to say this while we're all here, okay? The reason I love sharing this stuff with you, and I've said this to Little Sis quite a bit too, the reason I love sharing this stuff with all of you is because no matter what knowledge we put out there, it always ends up coming back to me, and I've always end up learning something new as a result. It's like we throw these ideas out there, everybody kicks them around for a bit, everybody tries different stuff, and we get to learn from it. And I love it when that happens. Absolutely love it when that happens. Yeah, we can't play it publicly, but it can be done by link. Oh, Cheryl, well, I know you know, but we've been using it really heavily. Suno again? So much fun with those streams, too. I love being brave when it comes to AI. I really am. I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying it more and more all the time. Again, it's a learning tool for me. And that's what a lot of it has been. There's so many things I'm learning to be able to accomplish the things I want to accomplish. The key is, again, fam, don't let it do it for you. Use it as a tool. And really work with it. I've learned art alone. I've learned so much. Just doing the mock-ups in the AI and then taking it over to the graphic software and actually making the picture, whatever it is. Oh, yeah. They've been, Cheryl, they're going to keep right on going. We're getting good responses from them. Everybody seems to be having a lot of fun with them. The fact that I prepare ahead of time makes a lot of difference too. The fact that I've always got like the prompts and all that done so that we can just get in there, start working with the AI and letting it produce stuff so that we have things ready to go right off the bat. We can tweak things on the fly, and I can talk about what's in the prompts with you all and why I do things a certain way. It's been awesome, and the results are great. Even when we get a song that we aren't going to ultimately use, it's still good. It's still publishable, at least on the Suno page. And the really primo stuff, again, that's what we're going to set up to hit YouTube. And for the radio shows. You can actually you can publish it. You can publish it. I just can't play it. And it can't be used in any content unless you're a paid member. If you're a paid member, then you can use it commercially, but otherwise you're not allowed to. So I can't use it in like videos and streams and all that. Yeah. Farrad, I looked that one up. There's a couple of songs I did early on when I was first playing with Suno before I actually subscribed to it. Because I wanted to make sure, of course, that it was something I could actually use creatively. And that it was worth the business expense. And it was. It was. But there were a couple of actually really good songs that I wrote initially that, not my own lyrics, thankfully. But ones that we wrote that were good that I can't play or put anywhere. I ended up just deleting them because I couldn't use them anyplace. And they were good, but not good enough for me personally where I'd listen to them a lot, so I just let them go. They were early experiments anyway, done in 3.5 version of the engine, so... Oh, Cheryl, thank you. It's been fun. It's been fun. And like I said, the key thing is keeping the... And it's not that it's boring to me, but to somebody trying to watch a stream, watching somebody sit there and write lyrics, that might get a little tired after a while. But when it comes to the lyrics already being written, they've already been worked, and now I can actually, again, show you the mechanics of how the song gets put together and we create something beautiful and fun together. Like this Sunday is going to be the Respect flagship song. We just did Loves. Respect was already written some time ago. So I'm going to actually we're going to rewrite that a bit, make it a bit more, give it a bit more strength than the first version had. And we'll see what we come up with. But we're going to use those same techniques again. You find it fun to watch? And Shadow, how are you? Welcome in. Subscriptions to Suno Ferret are about $10. There's another version beyond that that's like $30 a month, but you don't really need that. $10 a month gives you 25 credits or 2,500 credits, and you can do a lot with 2,500 credits. Even doing 2 songwriting streams per week, I already did the math on this. I won't touch what we've got, including some other work I'm going to have to do off camera too, whether it be for the game or otherwise. If I ever find that I'm going to need more than that, would I invest in it if we were in the middle of a really heavy project? Oh, probably. Probably. But I don't think we'll ever need more than that initial level. And the only difference between the levels right now is how many credits you get. So how much work can you actually do? But for most people, Ferret, the $10 one will be perfect. Shadow, has everything been good? You know what we've got, fam? We've got, we've got paintings. We'll use the paintings this time. Okay. That's going to be on that particular tile set. So I can just get back in here in the chateau. Oh, how did it grab? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, we'll try that again. Oh, that's good. That means I can actually put those right there. That's perfect. Okay, I don't want it to put the painting up that high, though. Okay, I'm on the second layer. There we go. And then what we'll do is we'll get the paintings just on either side of that. Oh, wait a minute. I know what I'll do here. We'll make it a mishmash and then set it up so that, okay, like a whole wall of paintings basically, and you've got to find the one that actually opens up the basement. We could do it that way. There we go. Okay. What I'll do, fam, I already learned this lesson in the Quiet Village, is I'll set up a common event that I'll attach to each one of these, so that, or right along the bottom anyway, because those are the ones you can hit, and no matter which one you hit, it'll give you an explanation of the wall of paintings, is the idea. That's going to be the whole purpose of that. Trying to put a transmission speed sensor in my new car, and can't even get the old one off the connector. Other than that, you're good. Anytime you have to involve car repair, Shadow, yeah, it's going to be a bad day. I'm sorry to hear that. Been there, done that several times, as a matter of fact. But yes. Oh, yeah. Not the speed sensor, though. That's one I've never had to mess with. Had to mess with a lot of other sensors, though. They suck. Ferret, I'll have to decide if it's worth it for me. Well, yeah. And Ferret, that's just it. That's just it. For me, I was, as you know, I'll use that 100 different ways. So yeah, we were right into it for sure. This is actual game music that you're listening to right now, fam, by the way. This is all game music that we've created through Sudo, speaking of which. Things that I plan to pop up in the game at some point. Shadow, just, yeah. The best thing to do, I saw your comment about finger strength too. The best thing to do, if you can afford the time, is walk away from it for a while and then go back out to it. Come in, grab a snack, a drink, take a walk, whatever. Get the frustration away from your mind and then come back and try it again. Sometimes a calmer head is all you need, and you're able to figure out how to get it out of there, is the idea. Walt, how are you? How would one go about doing non-standard damage? Oh, that's easy. Hit harder. Hit harder. Love taps work too. That's also non-standard damage. You just go poke, and that's it. That's what you're doing because it's so hot outside? Oh, yeah. Exactly, Shadow, yeah. Enjoy your break. Enjoy your break and then head out and try it, especially if it's hot outside. Yeah. Yep. Again, I've been there. I got it. I got it. I'm good. Life's actually vaguely normal. Oh, nice. I'll take vaguely normal. We'll write some piano music for Libby at some point. I have an idea. I don't want to exhaust a joke, though. So I'm going to think a little bit about it. But yes, I will come up with something. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Fam, hang on. While we're here talking about it, I just had an idea. But I'm going to need you all to give me a minute because it's going to open up about 100 different windows here. And I just want to try and get to Suno. Yes, we're in Suno, but this is game related. So hang on tight. I want to use the same prompt. But use it in a different way and just see what happens. Piano players might become a regular gag in Damage's Rift by the time we're done, fam. This could very much become a thing. But let me find Okay, where is... Am I looking right past it? I must not have moved it over to the right workspace, fam. What I'm looking for is the nut song that plays right at the beginning of the stream. Is it on deck? Oh, that's because it's on deck. That's right, because we got some other processing we got to do for this. There it is. Fam, the reason I'm looking for this is I want to actually reuse a prompt. And I wanted to see if it would give me the full prompt again, too. Okay. It didn't copy it over, so we're going to need to do something a little bit different. And I'm going to actually switch this over to simple. There we go. That's what I needed right there. Write me an epic boss battle. We've used this prompt so many times now, fam. Write me an epic boss battle. Write me an epic piano solo boss. Wait a minute. Hang on a second. Okay, here's the task I'm going to set Suno on while we continue to work in RPG Maker. Write me an epic love ballad using only the word pots. The song should be piano only with solo female vocals. Let's see what we get just for the fun of it. There we go. So we'll let Suno do its thing. And I'm going to jump back into the game engine here. Since it's in Pluck Chateau. Go pluck yourself? No, but we should write that down and write a song with that exact title, Kira. Yeah, Ferret, absolutely. There's a Suno channel right in there. It's right in song drops. So drop it right in there. That'll be the perfect place for it. We're going to get those out of there for right now, and we're going to actually move each one of those one over. Oh, I know how I'm going to make this happen. Okay. Hang on, fam. I'm not going to give the joke away, but I am going to leave myself a couple of events in here. I'm going to leave just a general text box here, fam, for right now, just as a placeholder. I do a lot of the programming and all that later on for the event, so. Sis, what's up? I'm assuming that E is about all kinds of excitement. What kinds of excitement are we talking about? Inquiring minds want to know.
A surprise is a fart with a lump in it.
No, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. Thank you, Richard, but no. Oh, sis, congratulations. Congratulations. Fair, you got to go up and make sure you select the channels. Did you sign up for the musician role? Jump into the choose your role channel real quick, grab the musician role. I thought Suno Drops was a public channel. I didn't think you had to sign up for it, but either that or you got to go into where you select the channels you can see, Ferret, and select all those channels. Because sometimes Discord will default. We've had this happen a few times now. And all of a sudden you can't see any of the channels in the Discord anymore, and it's because Discord went in and unselected them all for you. I don't know what causes that bug or that glitch. I just had it happen to me recently in my own Discord. I went into my own Discord and couldn't see all the channels. And I'm like, what just happened? And it had actually shut a bunch of them down and I couldn't see them. I didn't even think you were supposed to be able to do that in your own Discord, but I guess you can. Stan, do you find it's better to let Suno write lyrics? Oh, no. I don't. Nobody writes my lyrics but me. Nobody writes my lyrics but me. Here's what, now to answer your question, okay, it is better to, I have found, to write them independently. So whether you're writing them yourself, whether you are writing them with ChatGPT or letting ChatGPT write them for you, or Gemini or whatever other AI you use, I have found for poetry, cadence, also suggesting keys and modals, leave that to the other AI. Don't leave that to Suno. You control that. But it is worthwhile having a conversation with another AI and saying, this is the kind of song I'm writing. I would like it for it to have this kind of feel. Can you suggest some keys and modals to use for that? But when it comes to lyrics and all that, like me personally, I write all of that. I do let ChatGPT rewrite a line or two, usually because we're trying to keep a certain cadence, or because we're trying to help it keep a certain feel. So I'll read over what it rewrites and see if I approve it. But usually that's just a line or two. I like my lyrics to be very original, but I like to write. I like to write poetry. I like the cadence of it. I like the mental puzzles of trying to figure out how you're going to make words work together. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Fair. I fell off badly trying to GPT. Oh, to get some structure going? Walt, here's what I'm going to say to this. Okay, no matter how good or bad you personally think something you've written is, Take that to the AI and tell it what you're trying to write and see what it comes up with. In other words, let it teach you. It's an incredibly effective teacher. If you let it. If you let it. But Walt, there's so much that I've learned by taking something to the AI and saying, can you rewrite this for me or help me with this? There's been a couple of songs that I've written where I just give it an idea. I don't write the lyrics. I give it an idea and see what it comes up with. Because again, that's a learning exercise for me. I can look at that, learn from it. And a lot of times the AI doesn't come up with lyrics the way I would want to write them. But it does help get me going and break through a lot of writer's block when it comes to like trying to put a structure for a song together or otherwise. It's really helpful. It's really helpful. But going in, like especially if you've got something written already, regardless of how complete it is, take it to the AI. Let it help you spur other ideas on. It's like using it like an idea factory, basically. And then deciding what works best for you and structuring it the way you want to. Faxing code. I've learned to treat the AI as a colleague. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yeah. There it is. Yep. Yep, exactly. I'm watching what's popping up in chat just to make sure Ferret's at the right role. But you've got to go in there. There's a channel right in the Discord that allows you to choose your roles again. Choose the musician role. And that way the channel should pop up for you if you're not seeing it. I thought that channel was public though. So I thought it might be a matter of you just going in and selecting the channel to view it. So you did? Okay. All right. Time to go listen to Gigglefish 8 more times. If you've got the link for Gigglefish, you can listen to it. Gigglefish isn't up on the page right now though. That one is I have plans for that. I'm going to leave it at that. It will get published again, though. That's one. There's certain songs like the community songs and all that are going to get republished. For sure. One thing at a time, though. I had to do a lot of work to get it just all sorted out. So, fam, here's what's going on. We have an ad that's going to be starting in literally 2 minutes on Twitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. We'll let the ads run. I'm going to go ahead and step away myself real quick. I'm going to grab some coffee and all that. Ads are going to only run for 3 minutes, fam. When the ads are done, we'll come back. And we're going to attack more of the chateau. So everybody, please don't go away. All right, fam. We are back. There we go. All right, Ferret, enjoy lunch. There we go. Aw, sis. Thank you for the kind words, love. You know how I feel about that stuff. I'm grateful if I get to be a part of that in any way, shape, or form. I'm just really excited for you. Because I know what that email was. Very excited for you. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome, love. Okay, fam, let's get back into our game here. Let's see. All right, I have to use similar mechanics to what I used before. Now, just so I don't have to look up all the graphics and everything, I'm going to go up here. Then I set up the trapdoor all as one event, right? Yes, I did. Okay, perfect. So what I'll do is I can go back down here to the chateau. I forgot I had moved the event down to there just to make it a little bit easier to work with. But what I can do now and I'm going to have this do the same thing. Oh, hello. Would you like to save your game? If it's yes, then it opens up the save screen. If no, it's like, bad choice, but not mine to make. Bye. And it's just going to drop you. Okay. Let's see here real quick. Oh, there's a lot of control switches and all that I am not going to need. Okay. So we want to let it drop. There will be a fall sound effect. We want this, the fall animation. Fade out screen. Okay, here's where things are going to change up because we got to transfer the player. Oh, I don't have the basement even set up yet. Okay, I'll leave that like it is for now. I'm going to set up a basement here. Not that I need a massive basement of any kind. But and then we'll have a little cellar down here again. Once again, we're going to have share and share will be down here for us. Let's see here. Don't want it to automatically play any music or anything. 9x10 is fine for this. That's not a problem. Oh, actually, no. We needed this one to be much bigger. I forgot about that. Okay. But this will at least give us a entry point for everything as well. So what I should be able to do here. We'll just extend that out. For this, we just need a great big square. Oh, interesting. It's grabbing... Really? All right, now I'm confused why it's grabbing it that way, but the save game system was like the first thing I built in that game, but I had to switch back. Oh, rework it as well? Really? I don't think they'd fight each other, sis. I think they play together nicely. We'll have to research. You'd have to research it, but I'm pretty sure that that's all set up to play together really nicely. So, oh, I see what happened here. Okay. So let me get up here first. Let's clear all that out of there. Okay, on layer 1. Okay, you know, that should be exactly how it is. So I should be able to go like this. And just go like that. Okay. Layer 2. It put it all the way up on top of the 4th layer again. Why does it do that? There we go. Okay. Okay, I'll do the I know how I'm gonna do it. Okay. Sorry, fam. Had to just stop and think about something real quick. There we go. Now we've got a basic room again, although I think I'm going to need a different floor here. Oh, there you go, sis. I'm pretty sure. Okay. There we go. Yep. As far as I know, sis, they're all designed to work together. Like if you had a tail air 2, a couple of tinies and all that, they tried to set it up so that you could get different cameras for different purposes. I mean, I can think of instances where people might want more than one tail air or more than one tail air 2, but a lot of times you're not going to use that unless you're doing something very specific. But for like a lot of streaming setups and where you're trying to show stuff off, you would almost have to have a combination. Not to mention a lot of people couldn't afford like multiple of those bigger cameras too. All right, let me see here. So we have the full basement. That was the big thing. And I need to actually switch this around a little bit. Okay, and then let me check. Now that we have all that, we can go back to Chateau De Pluck. Fam, should we check on our song and see how the song is doing? I do have the volume set right for this too, so... Yes, Elfie, song. Well, what's our pianist in the chateau gonna play? So I thought I would let Suno do its thing while I worked in the engine. Here we go. Version 1. The whole prompt was write me an epic love ballad using only the word pots. The song should be piano only with solo female vocals. That's it. I'm leaving the rest of it to Suno on this one, fam. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Version 1.
Pots, 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 pots of gold, pots of rain, pots of joy.
Hold on. I said only the word pots. It goofed it up, but let's see what it wrote for us. Actually, the lyrics look pretty good. I'm sorry, fam. Let me start over.
Pots, 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 pots of gold, pots of rain, pots of joy, pots of pain. Pots, 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 overflowing can't contain. Pots, 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 love remains, love remains.
I love it.
Pots, pots, pots,
You know, it's very pretty. It's very pretty. Nothing like I was looking for. But it's very pretty. It's also very hysterical. Pots, pots, pots. Every crack, every stain. Yeah. Okay. I wonder if it got a little closer with the other one. Let's see. Fam, it's hysterical, but I can't use it. And not what I had in mind for this at all. I was thinking of a little, it's supposed to be a little female piano solo. Even if it was heartfelt, it still needs to be just piano, and they're filling it in like it's an 80s love ballad. It's fantastic, but not what we're going for, of course. Let's see.
Pots of gold, pots of rain, pots of joy, pots of pain. Pots, 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 overflowing, can't contain. Pots, 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 love remains. Love remains. Pots, 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 on the edge, tipping slow.
I like this one better, by the way.
Pots of whispers, pots of glow. Pots, 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 shattered once, still they hold. Pots, 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 burning bright, never overflowing, can't contain. Pots, 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 love remains. Love Pots, 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 every crack, every stain. Pots, 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 love remains. Love
All right, here's the part that got me. As you saw, as soon as it went for the word crack with all of that emotion and power, I'm like, no way. It just, oh man, the emotion. It's ignoring everything I put in there. That's a little frustrating, but we can't argue with the hysterical results we just got. And no, I won't delete it. At least not right now. We may come up with a really good spot for that. Again, not what we were going for, but while we continue to do some work in the engine, I'm going to go ahead and set Suno on another task, though. Because I feel like... I feel like we have further to go. Oh, and it put these in on deck. I need to move these real quick over to... Oh, what is it doing? No. Stop. Don't bookmark that. That's not what I'm trying to do. I want these in the main workspace here. Let me try this again. Carrie Ann's unsolicited doc pics. Get your wood wet. K.A. Love, how are you? It's good to see you, love. Welcome in. Are you home? Terrified of Cats edition? Oh my gosh. Oh, there we go. I asked for a piano only song, and it's having a little trouble with that. It usually does, by the way. Instrument and keeping it there because it wants to really write it and flesh it out for you, and no. So what I'm gonna do, Epic. Piano only, boss battle. Female vocals. I'm going to do this a little bit differently. Epic, piano only, boss battle, female vocals, using only the word pots. We'll see if we get something a little bit better out of that. Pianist only? Oh my gosh. We've got, Walt, I'll be honest with you, we've got so many songs that we feel are good for end credits. I can't heap another one onto the pile for that one. We'll see, though. See, what's going to happen, here's where this becomes an advantage, by the way. All right? And I really want to speak to this for just a second. Because I've been having more conversations with a lot of you in the community and all that, too. And you all are getting really jazzed about how we're going to release this and all that. And it makes me really happy. Because what this does... Every single time, fam, and this is part of the reason I decided to do this, and it's working out as I had hoped. Releasing Damage's Rift, which is almost like a preview, ahead of time to help us raise some funds to continue the game development. And then releasing each part of the game as a chapter is perfect because every chapter gets a new intro song. It has a new outro song. And this is what reminded me of it. So it gives us room to add a lot of extra fun little things in along the way. So even though you're gonna travel along and follow a storyline from start to finish through all the chapters, each chapter is in and of itself its own story. So you're gonna also, and its own game. So you're gonna also get the opportunities to double, triple, quadruple down on theme songs, on end credits, on a lot of things. See? Pianoist. And I still think it would be a good idea. You know what? I don't want to say that out loud. I'm sorry, fam. Almost gave a spoiler. Almost gave a spoiler. Something in chat got my attention. But I don't want to. Elfie and Kira, and actually Carrie Ann already know what we have up our sleeves, so. Oh my gosh. Oh, and the song, fam, by the way, while I'm standing here talking with you all, the songs are already processed. You want to hear them? The next two, the other two songs it produced were pop battle. That's how they're both labeled. Let me look at the lyrics first and let me see if it actually, nope, it didn't. It still didn't. It still insists on throwing some other lyrics in there. That's okay though. Oh, actually, pots in the shadow, pots in the flame, pots on the table, pots in the game, pots that shatter, pots that remain, pots, 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 crash and collide, pots, 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 no place to hide, pots, 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 the battle inside. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see what it came up with. Let me see what it came up with.
Pots in the shadow, pots in the flame, pots on the table, pots in the game, pots that shatter, pots that remain, pots, 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 crash and collide, pots, 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 no place to hide, pots, pots, pots,
There it is.
Pots on the edge, pots in the air, pots in the silence, pots in despair, pots that tremble, pots that dare, pots, 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 crash and collide, pots, 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 no place to hide, pots, 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 the battle inside.
Might be it right here. Kara, I agree.
Pots of gold, pots of clay, pots that scream, pots that sway, pots that rise, pots that pray. Pots, 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 crash and collide. Pots, 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 no place to hide.
I see a solo moment where when the voice gets to that part where it gets high enough and something in the room breaks because of how high pitched it was or how loud it was. That one's really good. That's really good. I gotta label this one. This might be it. That way I don't lose its place. All right. And one other one, fam. This one's a little bit shorter, 243. Here is the other pop battle. Now, if this one isn't as good as the one we just listened to, I'm going to cut this one off early. Okay, so just be prepared. If it's better or it has potential, well, of course, as always, let it run. Ooh.
Pots in the shadow, pots in the flame. Pots on the table, pots in the game. Pots that shatter, pots that remain. Pots, 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 crash and collide. Pots, 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 no place to hide. Pots, 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 the battle inside. Pots on the edge, pots in the air.
Sorry to pause it, fam, but I'm seeing your comments in chat, and I want you all to know that I absolutely agree with you. When we listened to the last one, I'm like, there's no way anything's going to top that. And then this shows up. And I think this is the one, but we'll keep listening. Sorry, fam, didn't mean to interrupt, but needed to chime in here. This is really good. This is really good.
Pots in the silence, pots in despair. Pots that tremble, pots that dare. Pots, 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 crash and collide. Pots, 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 no place to hide. Pots, 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 the battle inside. Pots of gold, pots of clay, pots that scream, pots that sway, pots that rise, pots that pray. Pots, 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 crash and collide. Pots, 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 no place to hide. Pots, 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 the battle inside. Pots, 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 pots.
That's it. Right there. That is the one. That is absolutely the one. Without question. Alfie, I agree, by the way. Very Celine-like. You get a lot of, I think Adele was mentioned in there too. I think, was it Ferret that mentioned Adele? Yeah. It's that, you know what it is, fam? It's that female, powerful, they stay in a little bit more of an alto or low soprano range and then just crank it up when the power's needed. And it's incredible. It's incredible. Never thought we'd write a moving song about pots, but there we go. I think what's going to happen, fam, and we might, this is actually very much on point for what we're doing right now. I need to create backup singers. I'm thinking 4 altogether. I actually learned a new process for putting sheets together right in the engine today. I can do that. But I was not, Shadow, yeah. I was not ready for this, though. I wanted another silly song like Nuts. But Pseudo can't just do that. It's gotta like... The only way I could really make that happen, I think, at this point, because the engine's come so far, is I'd have to actually go in there and write the lyrics. Like, grab the lyrics from Nuts and drop that in and have it construct a song around that, basically. This is great, though. This is great. What I'm going to do, I'm going to move this one to on deck for final processing. Actually, let me add this to the playlist first. I'll add it to the game dev playlist, fam, so it'll be on the playlist we're listening to right now. I'm going to move it to on deck. Because that will be the final version. Now, the other one... The first one, fam, I'm going to just publish it. You'll be able to find it right on the Pseudo page. I'm going to publish it right now. Because why not? Why not? This one I'm going to add to, this one I'll add to community music because I added the other one to the game dev list already. Let me replace this image real quick, too. I'm going to type in a prompt for pots fighting each other. Let's see what image it gives us. Let me do this real quick. Now, because it's not going to show us the actual original prompt I put in, I'm going to start writing these in here, fam, as a note. That will help me with... Cool. Okay, we're good. That'll help me remember what that song was all about and why we published it and all that good stuff. So, yeah, Sudo's like, nah, we'll go 2 years of Goosebumps. Yeah, exactly. I know how much you love music that moves you, so I know you want a song using only the word pots, but I want you to feel those pots. I want you to see the reflection of your heart in the enamel of the 3-gallon white pot that stands before you. Try not to push it off of anything and break it, or you would break the pot like you break your heart. Not as Shadow, not as sweeping though. Skyfall, not as sweeping. Adele really crooned that one. I understand why it puts you in mind of it, absolutely. But Adele really crooned on that. And that song was so good. One of the better 007 themes that I think I've ever heard in my lifetime, quite frankly. Don't go breaking my pot heart. Boom, how are you? It's good to see you, man. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, fam, the one we thought was going to be it is now published. The other one I'm holding back. We'll get that published up on the YouTube channel. Well, Duran. That's why. Ferret, that's why. That is my favorite 007 theme, hands down.
Subscription confirmed. HR will overlook your crimes. This time.
And boom, thank you so much for the resub. Where are we at now? 84 months. Thank you so much for the continued support, my friend. I hope all is good with you. How's everything been? I'm trying to, Elfie, I'm trying to remember how Live and Let Die went. Oh my gosh, Elfie, yeah. That one is definitely up there. Even if not a personal favorite, sorry, it took me a second. As soon as you said Paul McCartney, the song was instantly in my head. I'm like, oh, yeah. Because he kept it so simple and then went huge with it. It was, oh, man, what a song. That one's gonna boil down to personal taste, fam. But that's, yeah. Oh, absolutely. View to a Kill, Skyfall. Oh, yeah. They were, well, they're Bond themes, and Bond themes are generally super cinematic sweeping anyway. All right. So now that we've done all of that, fam, let's get back into why we were here to begin with. Let's get back into our game here. But now we have a song that our pianist can play. I need to get back into this event, though, before I lose my place in terms of what I was actually working on. Let's see here. Okay. Falls, wait 100, because I had already figured out the timing on this, fam, so I don't need to reinvent the wheel here. But I do need to change our destination. What I'm going to do, fam, is when they teleport in, it's going to teleport you right into the middle of the room. And it's going to do that for many reasons I'll show you here in a little bit. Why did I... wait a minute, though. Oh, because that was post-transfer. That's right. That's right.
I have a little sister. Just thought you should know.
Okay, that drops you down through.
Sits on my shoulder and is with me everywhere I go. But I don't understand her. She speaks to me different.
Speaking of Gigglefish, it's playing right now. Let's see.
And they may make different sounds. You see, she is a gigglefish.
Good, brother. I'm a wild combination of busy, tired, relaxed, stressed, everything in between life and work. So it's another normal day is what you're saying, boom. That pot song was pretty fire. Caught it in the one before it. The one before it is published on the Suno page now, boom. The other one is in the on deck list because I've got to get it processed and published to get it into the game, is the idea. So should be able to get Little Miss in her new outfit for bed tonight. Oh, nice. Boom, I want pictures too. That's gonna have to be hella cute, right? To say the least, it's gonna be hella cute. Okay, so there's our transfer in. Turn switch B on, A off. Okay, we don't need the other castle joke, so I can eliminate that one. And then it'll switch over to B. Oh, okay. This time around, I want to do something a little bit different.
You might not understand her, but you'll feel the love double.
Okay, I used that one, so I will use that one again. Okay. We need that, the transfer. We just don't need the self switches. Okay.
Cranky as a rooster drinking too much moonshine. She's got sass for days and temper that flares. When she opens her mouth, you best say your prayers. Oh, leave the
So it'll still play the sound effect, still fall through.
upper than a blade cutting
Okay.
sky. Crossing like a sailor, yet somehow did
Now, something else I'm going to do here, because I haven't set this up yet. Let me get a transfer point in here. Let's see. A quick event creation. Transfer. And we're going to get you back out to the map for right now.
too busy slinging her smart aleck views with a twinkle in her eye and a curse on her lips.
We'll drop you off right there.
Himself gives her a wild
Have you face down. There we go. And then from the overworld map, Ah, okay. I can use actually I can already use one of my existing switches too. Fam, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this up so that if you haven't gone to the Quiet Village yet, you can't go to the chateau. And it's going to redirect you back to the Quiet Village. And if you've already done everything in the Quiet Village, then you can just go right ahead and enter the chateau at that point. And I can use the same switches I've already set up and everything. It makes it nice and easy. Let's see here. Oh, actually, this I've got to take everything out of. We'll get some text in here real quick. Where is the Mage? There we go.
Under neon skies we glide.
Stop. We need to start our playlist again. There we go. There we go. Okay, let me finish getting this in here real quick, and then I'll catch back up with chat, fam.
Nuts, 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 nuts.
Okay, that should be facing up. Don't need to fade out the background music, though. That should all be fine. All right, excellent. So now we've got a way in and out of there. And I think I should be able to just set myself a starting position here for now. And let's test out our mechanics here, fam. Intrusive thought. Show a game over screen between the save screen. You'd have to create a copy of the game over screen though. If you use the engine capabilities for that, Walt, it just instantly goes to game over. So you'd have to capture a screenshot of it, make it an image, and find a way for the image to pop up while all that is happening. Not a bad idea. If I didn't have a game over joke in here already, I might employ that. So, yeah, I mean, it's not impossible. Nothing's ever impossible. Just a matter of what work you would put into it. It's easily done. Like what you just suggested, I could actually do that. The thing I would be worried about there is really throwing the player, though. We've got so much goofy off-the-wall stuff that goes on in this game. We have to be careful not to overdo it. Pineapples. Pineapples. A blue screen of death, though. Alfie, that would have been really funny if that had popped up. A Damage Industries blue screen of death. Well, my point is your idea has merit. I understand where you're getting at it. I wouldn't be able to just build it in, though. We'd have to get clever. But what part of game dev does not involve you being clever? Breathor's eggs, freshly laid. Indeed. We had a huge group last night. Spent 4 hours chasing the Aurora. Had a lot of fun. Got some really good Aurora. Oh, nice.
Too late now, you've triggered Bob.
But I bet it was a Grethor. I bet it was a long night. Amazing one, though. Grethor, you said Aurora, so you know what I'm going to ask you for, right? I love the Aurora. I really do. If you've got any good pictures to share, please do. It really does make my day. Ever since I saw it for the first time, like close to home where I normally wouldn't have seen it when I was a kid, it was a fluke night. I've been fascinated. I've been hooked. Planning a fake out like that in my game, but instead of a joke, it's necromancy subplot. Well, and think back to, and fam, it's a little known game, but it was designed and published by Nintendo, a mature game, Eternal Darkness. That game messed with you all over the place because it had a sanity meter. So what they did, it wasn't just about your character going insane in the game. Things would start to pop up and happen. Like it would tell you your save file was corrupted when it wasn't. It would tell you it couldn't load the game when it could. There were all kinds of things that would pop up and happen to you in the real world, so to speak, that would really leave you questioning a lot of things. So, all right. Fam, by the way, ads are running right now, and I don't want to leave anybody stranded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, take a really quick break while the ads are still running. I'm going to step away, stretch my legs, grab a little bit more to drink.
Multiverse breach detected. New department incoming.
When we get back, and we're in the middle of ads. Oh, no! Oh, my gosh, we are getting raided. Well, I guess I'm not going anywhere at the moment. Grethor, oh, yeah, Eternal Darkness for sure. Raiders, welcome in. Welcome, fam. Can we get a shout out for your joy? Welcome. Your joy, thank you so much for the raid. What brought you our way? I won today's rating vote. Oh, awesome. How do you, oh my gosh, there's so many questions I could ask you right at the moment. How did I win the rating vote, though? That was awesome. Thank you. And fam, again, welcome in. Let me get up to the big screen here first off and say hello properly. This is RPG Maker, yes. We looked over all of the engines. This is our first game that we're working on. We looked over all of the engines. My 2 team members are here with us in chat right now, by the way. Elfie is here with us, Bleeping Elf, and Kira, who's also part of my creative team, is here with us as well. Looked over all the engines because this was our first game and we wanted to get extra creative and not bury ourselves in too many technicals because we knew there was going to be a lot we had to learn anyway. We went with RPG Maker because really I wanted to create a top-down, highly comedic RPG. And there's a number of engines you could do that in, but why not go with the one that's really designed to make it happen? And there's so much you can do with this engine. I've been blown away by it. Someone submitted your name a while ago. Oh! Well, that was awesome. Well, your joy, thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate it. What were you up to? What were you working on? I know the clip that came up was let me see here real quick. Oh, for the Horde, okay. So obviously a little bit of WoW. There we go. And fam, I'll go ahead and jump right back out to our game screen here and show you a little bit of what we're working on. I'm going to tell you a little bit of what we're about here as well while we do that. I'll jump up here real quick. You could be a madman like me and just build everything because using those apps felt more overwhelming. It was really, I was proud of us because we really looked, the original team was just Alfie and myself. And when we really looked over all this and really talked about it, it's like, how technical did we want to get initially? And would we find ourselves buried in an engine where we're trying to learn too much all at once and not able to get the game even out because we took too big of a bite out of the elephant? I'm really glad we did it this way too. What I'm actually working on right now is a little 99-cent game is actually what we're doing, called Damage's Rift. It is going to be the precursor to the main game we are working on, which is the core. And the core is going to get released in chapters. And this game will feed into the core as well, the way this is going to be set up. But that's what we're working on right now. We're taking care of basics. We're working on an overworld. This game in particular is supposed to be, quote unquote, my first game. So this is going to eventually become a mini game that is a part of the main game, is the idea. Let me just see here real quick. Okay, just making sure I'm keeping up. And here I thought I was daring for trying to implement. Quick. I will. Yeah, exactly. So in the main game, we do have a shop where you can buy software and computer parts and all that. And this will be in the bargain bin. And you're going to be able to play it as part of the first chapter. I've already decided that part of it. It'll be part of the first chapter. But again, we want to use this to kind of help us fundraise to continue to develop the main game and continue to build that out. And rather than do something like, and nothing against Kickstarters or anything like that, our community, though, had a bad experience with that. So rather than go that route, I decided let's build a small first game, because we're going to learn a lot from this, and we have. But we'll build a smaller first game, have a lot of fun with it, put a lot of fun extra little goodies in it. And then that's going to be our starting point for when we build out the other chapters. And while we make improvements to the main game that we're building, this game is also going to get that.
This should be fun.
This game will also get updates as well. So it's going to be an ongoing thing. People that are members on our website will be able to actually get the game for free if I can work that out. That's what I'm trying to accomplish with that right now too. But fam, what we do, we're doing this. We have 3 different YouTube channels that we do right now. One is Fallout 76, which is Agents of Chaos. We have another one where we do all the game dev, which is Damage Industries. And then we do have a third where we put all of our Suno music and all that, or where it's going to be going very soon. And that is Damage Industries Corporate Radio. On top of that, we do a variety of things on the Twitch channel. On Twitch, I stream every Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern, and every Friday night from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern. And that's a special gameplay stream, which is normally Fallout 76. Every once in a while, we'll mix in something a little bit different, though. On Sundays and Thursdays, we write Suno music, and we talk about the different prompts. We work our way through how you can make music the way you want it to, all of that good stuff. On Tuesdays, we do game dev. On Wednesdays, it's kind of a free-for-all. It's whatever I need to get done. Tomorrow, I'm going to be finalizing the graphics for one of the characters. I do a lot of role play. One of the characters that I do, I have to finish the graphic for, and that's Stanton, who, speaking of which, is the head of DICR.
A new intern joined the department.
But
This should
fam,
be fun.
But fam, we show all of this live on stream, is the idea. 2 streams are run by the characters. 3 streams are run by yours truly. We are creating an entire universe between the YouTube channel, the game itself, and the Twitch streams. It's been a slow build out, but it's been very steady, and we've been making a lot of progress. And it just keeps getting better and better all the time. It's been a lot of fun for us. So Let me see here real quick. Definitely not your Joy's first game. Excuse me, fam. A little bit of allergies. Our dev project. Our dev project is not my first game. Oh, okay. And fam, by the way, I break code. And Pittsburgh, thank you so much for the follows. Welcome to the family. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sorry, fam. Just trying to keep up a little bit. A lot going on all at once. You worked at, oh my gosh, your Joy. 24 years. I missed a lot when I was explaining what we did here. 24 years? Your Joy, do you mind if I ask what you did for them? Were you like one of their devs? Did you work in a particular department or? And I'm not trying to pry, just curious. That's awesome. So you've got a lot of experience with this. That's incredible. Employee number 3? Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible. It really is. I can actually show you some of the maps and I'll show you some of the differences. Please understand, we don't even have a Steam page or an itch.io page yet because we're still early enough in development that I don't want to start building hype just yet. We're expecting to have at least the mini game and all of that set up and actually out Q1 of next year is my target date. We'll see if we actually make that. But this right here is the overworld for the game within the game, basically. I'm going to be changing certain map aspects here.
Oh, look.
But right
a new
now,
intern joined the department. This should be fun.
But right now, these are some very basic outside maps. When I do what I call my beautification pass, I'll flesh these out a little bit more as needed, basically. But that's the idea. But when you get into the main game, and I'll show you the Raveyard. It has a little bit of a different look. Actually, let me do this. This will make it a little bit easier to see the whole thing. Let me get up on my big screen here too, fam. That's the overworld so far. So far. For chapter 1 of the main game. Again, a lot of comedy, a lot of inanimate talking objects. It's fun. It's really been fun putting this together. A lot of story writing on yours truly part. Which thankfully, that's my greatest strength, is being able to write. So I've been starting to write out the full story for this. Breaking it down into chapters makes it a little bit easier for me because now I'm going to be able to write the story one chapter at a time. Even though I've already got a lot of the story beats planned out throughout the whole game. And again, it's going to play out right here through the streams. It'll also play out through the YouTube channels as well. So what you see in game all feeds into that universe. But we'll make sure that we set this up so that even if you're not familiar with the YouTube channel or not familiar with things here on Twitch, you'll still get full enjoyment out of the game, no problem. The idea is to have them interconnected, but not have somebody miss something if they don't want to play the game or they don't want to hang around the Twitch streams or they're not into the whole YouTube thing or whatever is the idea. So we'll get them all together. We're going to basically get them all under the one umbrella and we'll be good to go. Let me just see here real quick. For no particular reason, I'm getting Meow Wolf vibes? You score bonus points with me for knowing what Meow Wolf is. I love Meow Wolf. Been to the Albuquerque one several times. I take that as a compliment, actually. You're getting Meow Wolf vibes off of this? I feel like that's one of the greatest art projects I ever visited. Such a cool place. It's not the only one. I know that too. I know there's multiple, but a lot of people don't know what it is when I mention that to them. That's awesome. This looks very cool. Also, our early games had a lot of humor and it was very fun. It does. At some point, and I've already talked to, well, the community knows this too, but at some point you will go back and go through all of it and maybe have to take a few things out because maybe you overdid it in spots. I have a tendency to overwrite a little bit, so I've got to be careful with that. But, yeah, so much fun. So much fun to get into, so much fun to write it all out. And again, if I get it into the hands of the beta testers and they're like, you know what, this is a little too much, we can pull some stuff out. I'd rather have too much stuff in there and have them tell me that and have to pull some things back out than not have enough and try to build in additional ideas after the fact. I don't think we'll have that problem. You should see our spreadsheets. We get together every Thursday night and do a lot of wow. By the way, Elfie's trying really hard to get a blue screen of death. It's random. We'll see if we can get one. I've only seen SD series a few times. This channel and its community. Oh, yeah. Grethor, thank you. Thank you. There's permanent installations in Santa Fe. Or I'm sorry, not Albuquerque. Listen to me. Santa Fe is what I meant. Not Albuquerque. I meant Santa Fe. Las Vegas. Oh, Denver. Houston and Grapevine. Wasn't there one in Cali too? Or was that not permanent? I thought they opened one up in California somewhere. Or am I misremembering maybe? Oh, they're planning one for Los Angeles. Okay. Looks like that one's going to open in 2026 if it's on track. So that's probably what I was thinking of then. Should have a ring that is red that he tells you can have a ring that is red and tells you Shadow, can you wait a minute. Should have a ring that is red and tells you can pick me up. Oh no, Shadow, I'm not going to give anything away. Those gags are already written in. Those gags are already written in. Not a red ring. Didn't use that joke, but I have others. This is very much going to be a game of FAFO. We will warn you before FAFO happens, though. But you never know what it's going to do. People that got to watch the really early dev streams know what one of those moments are already. But there's going to be a few moments. It's nothing that'll destroy your gameplay, but will definitely affect cosmetics and possibly some reactions to you. They've done pop-ups before. Oh, maybe there was. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. The one I was thinking of, I said Albuquerque. That was wrong. I meant Santa Fe, the one in Santa Fe. I was living in ABQ at the time. Okay. Fam, what Walt just said is accurate. In the main game, there is a tutorial about around and finding out. It actually exists. How the mechanic works, what to expect. And you do get a warning shot before you start getting into the heavier stuff. Wait until, now, if you thought that was fun, by the way, wait until, and I'm not going to spoil it, but wait until you see our walk of shame mechanic. That also is going to be a lot of fun. For sure. But yeah, there is a tutorial about effing around in the game. Absolutely. When it's going to happen, how to know what's happening. It's, you know, by the time you've been gaming for as long as I have, and you go to make your first game, you get to take a lot of the fun things you've been thinking about throughout the years and actually start dropping it in. Will you use everything? Probably not. Probably not. Because there's a lot of cohesion that needs to take place when you're building a game. And ideas like that have a tendency to be all over the place. But that said, this has been fantastic for taking all of these ideas I've been building up throughout the years and finally getting them into software, getting them into something that you all are going to be able to play. Grethor. We'll put a book in the library and it's called Grethor. And it turns you into a chicken. Do I have a chicken graphic? Let's see here real quick. Let me get back to the chateau here. Get back up to full size. Is there a chicken available? That is a question that must be answered. If we have it, it would be under nature. And there's not an animal one, right? Dogs, cats, pigs, and fox. Let me just see if there were any buried under actor. I don't think so, though, fam. I'm pretty sure those are the only animals that are stock right now. Chicken jokes will happen, though. Somewhere throughout this, we'll have chicken jokes. Actually, no, you know where the chicken jokes are going to happen? Chapter 2. Because we'll get to the Radlands. And we get to make jokes about the, well, okay, let me explain this, because there's a lot of you here that are familiar with our channel history. Because we play a lot of Fallout 76, there's a particular type of chicken that will pop up in-game. I don't know, I've only seen it twice. But instead of it showing as a chicken, it actually shows as a bloody pecker. We actually got clips of it and everything. And because of that, and because of that post-apocalyptic connection, there was another game that we were tied to for a little bit called Fractured Veil. And what happened there was we called them Slickens because the chickens were running around. It was a game that was in alpha. The chicken were running around, but you couldn't see their legs. So it looked like they were sliding all over the ground. So what we're going to do is we're going to build those in to a couple of other areas like the Radlands and Curse Ward Caverns and all that. But that's chapters 2, 3, and 4, basically, is when those will pop up. So, all right. With this one here, I lost track. Oh, that's right. I was just trying to look up the, I don't need to do anything with that. I was just trying to look up the animals. Okay. This should open the trapdoor, and this time around it should leave it. And let me just check and make sure. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, and I'm going to spawn at the right spot. So, give that a little bit of a volume boost. Let's head into the chateau, fam. I want to just test this real quick. Oh, I've got... Oh. Shoot. Okay. I have to head into this the other way then. Hang on a sec, fam. I'm going to have to jump down to the chateau then. We'll go that way with it instead. Because I can't set it up to go through that other doorway without spoiling a couple things for you all, and I don't want to do that. So I'll just start in here. We'll try this again. No sound for right now. Our pianist is doing her thing there. Lots of placeholder graphics, but the big thing I wanted was to come over here. Oh, doesn't even work. Okay. There's problem number one. Easy fix though. I had that set for below characters. It needs to be same as. For this one needs to be below. Okay, perfect. Okay. This is not the first time we've played this joke out. Not that joke. The other one I'm about to do. That's just a placeholder. Oh, hello. Would you like to save your game? No. Bad choice, but not mine to beg. Have a nice day. Thank you. Oh, and it's going to jump into, I didn't change that stuff over yet. Okay. I don't want to give anything away, so I'm going to jump out of here right now, but it is working. It is working. And that's all I really wanted to test, was make sure that that was still working and doing its thing. Just reading through real quick and see. Okay. All right, cool. Cool. We have that. I got to get into the Chateau cellar. And I need to change this up, though. All right. Looking this over real quick, fam, just to make sure that I don't screw up anything I don't want to. For right now, actually, I have a better way to do this. Highest page that meets conditions, since nothing will be flipped here at this point. There it is. That's the command I was looking for. What this is going to do, fam, it always defaults to the highest page that meets conditions. What this does is this will temporarily bypass everything that normally automatically will play. And it should just fade the screen in for us, basically, is the whole idea. And just so this doesn't keep running, I will drop a self switch in real quick. Add one more page where that self switch becomes the condition. And both those pages don't have any graphics in them or anything, so we should be good. All right. Let's try this again. I'll leave the music playing, fam, since there's not a lot of background music in the other parts of the game. There we go. There we go. Okay. And it does pretty much drop you right in the center, which is good. It drops you at 10-9. So what we're going to do next, can I actually, let me see, can I actually escape here? Nope, it takes me to the wrong map. Okay. We'll shut that down. What this has to do, we'll take care of this first. This has to bring you back up to the chateau. We'll actually have it drop you right there. And we will have you facing down. There's another mechanic I need to test out, but I have to make sure I have everything set up so I can do that. Okay. Down through the trapdoor. Now, when we go back up. Perfect. So the trapdoor is still there. If you want to go back down. Okay. Oh, and then it leaves it dark. I'll have to figure that one out. I'm glad I'm testing this. Couple of minor problems here I've got to fix. Let's see. The first one here. Below characters, player touch. I want you to fall into that hole as soon as you walk on top of it. That'll take care of that one. Now moving down into the chateau cellar. Elfie, welcome back. Let's see. When you return to the cellar, Oh, that would have to run parallel every time. And that throws that switch on. Oh, we have a little logic puzzle, don't we? Because that will fade the screen in, but to keep it from constantly looping, you throw a self switch on, which is fine. But what do you do if somebody goes back down into the basement? I've either got to close the door on them or set it up so that every single time. I'm wondering if maybe I should just do that with an unmarked event, maybe. Because parallel will keep... parallel will keep running until... Okay, I have an idea. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this page entirely. Parallel will run until you leave the room, and then it will shut off. So, let's just go with a fade in. All right. Back down to the basement. That pops up. And we can head back out. Okay, now. Getting back down into the basement. Does it work properly? There we go. And it fades back in now. Okay, perfect. So now we can at least walk the loop. Okay. Now that we have that fixed, if you want it to fire only once, you can set up a variable. Oh, check the variable. I want it to actually fire each time, though. So it needs to... oh, wait, why is it fading out the screen? Wait a minute. Oh, that's because of the setup for share it. Yeah, so that's got to be there. So I want it to fire each time. It's going to have to fade in each time. I'll have to think about that a little bit. Now that I'm thinking about it, there might be some better ways to handle that. I'll roll with that for now to fill the map in, but... there we go. All right, so and I already have a mechanic to break the pots down too. Let me see if I can grab a common event here real quick. Because what that'll do is that'll crumble the pots. Do the sound effect. I got to check this real quick. Gonna double check the event, exactly what it does. Breaks it. Okay. And I can actually have that continue to count up. because it ended at 16 the last time, and because we're going to add in so many more, I'll just add 16 to that, and when you reach that threshold, oh, okay. Let's do this for right now. I'm going to create the pot counter for right now. This will be part of a bigger joke that I build out later. Okay, here we go. Okay, and I got to remember, I think that's variable 14. There we go. That's right. It's just /v. What this is going to do, fam, is this is going to just simply count how many pots we've broken. This is going to be part of a joke I'm going to build in later. Let me check our variables here real quick. In the wrong spot. Let me find our right variable here. Oh, I hadn't even gotten that far yet. I'm way ahead of myself. So, pots crumbled. 006. Okay. Since we already have variables going for that, would probably be a lot of fun to have somebody who we could check in with and tell us how many pots we've broken. And this should okay. And it'll automatically trigger A for us. That's actually part of that. So we'll add one more new event page with a self switch A. All right. All I want the pot to do right now, fam, is just break. And then I want to be able to go back up and talk to that person and see if the number changes properly. Is really all we're going to test. Yeah, and Elfie, yeah, I know. I get exactly where you were going with that. I have to think it through, but in this case, because the light has to come back up each time, what I've got to work out, here's what's going on. It's a temporary situation. What I've got to do is I've got to work out what happens when you first come down into the basement. That's what keeps triggering the lights to go out.
Surprise, mother lickers!
It is a surprise. So then what we got to do is we've got to figure out, once we get that established, then I can figure out the right way to actually make sure it's lit every time you go down into the basement. I could set it up so that it never goes dark at all, but that looks a little wonky, especially with timing and all that. So, all right, let me save this. Let's give this a shot. Down into the basement we go. Okay. You have broken 0 pots. Oh, wow. That's a bad typo. That's okay, though. It's only temporary text anyway. And I can't break the pot. It always defaults to below characters. We'll give this one more try. Typical pot, yeah. There we go. Okay, it broke it. You have broken 1 pot. Congratulations. Okay. There it is. So it's counting like it should. It's doing what it should. There's one part of the game I'm going to have to go back to. I would actually like to use one. The more I've been thinking about this, fam, the more I want this to use one variable. And it's actually going to be relatively easy for me to do. Because all I actually have to do is change a common event. It's a little more complex than this, but change a common event and then go back in and change how a couple of things respond to that variable real quick. It's actually a rather easy switch around. So I want to change that variable from pots broken to pots crumbled. The reason I'm doing this, fam, lots of comedy potential when you're counting every single pot that got broken in the game. Oh, man. Kira, in this case, I think trying to turn it into a countertop would be a little too obscure. Maybe. I'd have to visualize it and see how it would actually look. Although you could say, here, come on up to the counter. And have it say, you know, what's with this number? And you're like, oh, that's the number of pots you've broken so far. We could set it up, by the way, so that, wait, or could we? Could we set it up so that it would change the number on the counter each time? Or would we have to create a graphic for that each time? I wonder if there's a way we could just drop the text on there and have it dynamically change. Ferret. I'm going to take off. I don't want to be part of an encounter. The pots are in the counter. Oh, man. You could show, yeah. But Scotty, here's what I'm thinking of. Okay, I'm thinking a little bit, and I know what you mean. Scotty, how are you, by the way? It's good to see you. What I'm thinking is having an actual big number on the screen. This will take a little bit of thought on yours truly's part too. But a big number on the screen that dynamically changes each time. So on the counter, let's say, I'm going to just use this as an example. On the counter, there's a number. And that number will dynamically change depending on how many pots you've broken. So what we would need is a way to dynamically change that number as a graphic on the game screen. So I think that's going to be my new challenge for the week. I don't think it necessarily would be that difficult, Elfie, because the variables and all that are there. The only thing that I don't know off the top of my head is how I would set that up outside of making individual numbers every time for every pot broken for that, whatever that range is, and then it would change each time, depending. I have to think about that. That might be one that, along the lines of what we talked about last week, Elfie, this might be something that needs an Elfie solution. Paging, bleeping elf. Paging, bleeping elf. Oh, man. Scotty, we're going to be doing actually a lot of work with Visual Stella's plugins and all that. For sure. All right, fam, here's where we are at. We've got about 7 minutes until the next ad. We are going to work on actually rating out and sharing this love with another game dev streamer before those ads hit. So let me go and take a look and see who we can go share this insane love with. Let's see who we can go right into. I guess I'm going to have to filter this out real quick. Let me see.
Oh, that's very nice.
Oh, we've got, okay. Fam, here's what I was looking for. All right, since you all were so wonderful to come over and rate us, I wanted to find I want to take you all to somebody really good, okay? And we've been, as time's been going on, of course, we rate into other game devs ourselves, get a chance to talk with them about their projects, what they're doing and all that. Fam, what we're going to do is we're going to actually raid into, because they're actually working on their, on direct game dev right now. We're going to raid into two nerdy nerds. They've been working on a zombie roguelike that is really, really cool. Right now, they're actually working on a lot of the artwork for it. So we're going to raid in over there. Fam, if you would, for me, please, I'm going to go ahead and drop the raid calls in chat. If you are subscribed, please use the first raid call when we get there. If you are not subscribed, please use the second one. It's the same message, everybody. Just a matter of whether or not you have access to our emotes. Shani, how are you? It's good to see you. Welcome in. The deportment? We'll have to get that on the sheet. We'll get that on the sheet. All right, fam. I have begun the raid one more time. Thank you all so much for being here. So much love to all of you. We are going to be back tomorrow. We're going to actually be doing art tomorrow. We're going to be finalizing what Stanton actually looks like. I wanted to do that live with all of you, so that's what we're going to get into. But fam, until I get to see you all tomorrow right here on the Twitch channel starting at 2 p.m. Eastern, please stay safe, stay healthy, and know that a big, bald, goofy comedic artist loves you dearly from the bottom of his heart. Take care, everybody. Thank you again for the amazing raid, everyone. And until I get to see you all tomorrow, take care of yourselves and know that I love you. Much love, fam. Much love.